team that's at the bottom, you need to be able to shake things up, really prove everyone that you're going to be able to have that late season bloom. But here, if they grab this Volibear, it still could be
Flash available with the Leona here, with Xiaoxi.
Low Kepler is, though, even with the Zenith Blade connecting on Xiaoxi. They have to be so careful. They already have the Ignite, but that is going to be the flash away. Here's Hacker to try to be able to help out with the thick skin, keeping Xiaoxi alive. The flash coming in, Reheal has to try to get away. He's burning low, but at least he had the bodyguard of PZX to make sure the bot lane of V5, they should be able to escape. Far out, but Xiaoxi is being wise and trying to secure some vision control. Should be able to spot out the fact that here's PZX going to dodge away from the Zenith Blade. Sky Splitter getting a lot of damage. Thick skin to be able to keep alive, but the Realm Warp in from Uniboy. It's going to be the equalizer, but it doesn't matter. First Blood was still picked up by Kepler.
Yeah, and there we go. No TPs to come through either from the top side of the map. Uniboy's already there with the Realm Warp. They had the priority. Well, it just makes the situation even harder for Ultra Prime. And here we go. PZX top side.
And ZS, he's taking a lot of damage, flashed away. Here's the Stormbringer to be able to drag him back in and pick up the kill for Elias.
Here as well, they're actually just going to deploy it immediately. So what is the response going to be on the other side of the map? We can already see Hacker has moved down towards the spot side while the top side is being cleared. And he's just not looking for a dive. He's going to look for the Drake instead.
I think that's smart.
I feel like the Rift Herald was deployed a little too early here. I felt like he could have waited one more plate so you had more value in the true damage. So start finding these skirmishes with the mid lane priority that you've seen from Uniboy. And I think they're just going to start now. They're finding a pick onto Xiaoxi.
Xiaoxi does have the flash this time around, but he's stunned up for a long time. Flash over the wall. Here's the Stormbringer trying to chase him down with a Mystic Shot kill for Kepler. Have all 5 members of UP here too. Everyone is ready to rumble. The gold is nearly dead even, and it's ZS who finds the play first, looking for the Haymaker Shield to be able to survive with the Equalizer, getting a lot of damage. Even the Mega Inferno Bomb, it's going to be the first kill, going over to Kepler, finding the snipe, trying to see if they can get a little bit more poke from SMLZ, but the fact that they're able to take out the engaged tool for Ultra Prime V5, they want to make sure they can secure this Infernal Dragon.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything stopping them. Inferno Bomb already away from the 6 here, so there's not much to get in this situation. All ultimates were spent, but Kepler didn't hit too much of that poke, so that engage we talked about coming through from Ultra Prime wasn't quite there. Realm Warp is being channeled.
Oh, but it's canceled, and here's the draw back in. They burst down, Reheal. The Equalizer trying to split them up, but they're going to be able to gobble up Hacker to be able to survive the fight. Uniboy, he was not able to get enough damage, and the play, even if it is just kind of the inches for UP, at least it's something. They've got a lot of these 2-item sites starting to come online. And we already said that Kepler has this, but he needs the other members to be there as well. Because right now, that Equalizer was completely eaten up and just spat back out by V5. They're still alive, even if a little bit battered and bruised. ZS, he had a little bit of a flank into the backline. The flash is coming in, and Kepler was not ready for that fight. They're going to be able to poke out these members. They got the kill onto Uniboy on the other side. UP continue to chase, look to see if they can take down these tanky members. All 5 members of UP are here, and V5, they've been completely split apart. The Abyssal Voyage, Elias trying to be able to get away, but he's punched to oblivion.
And there we go. That should be the Drake picked up from Ultra Prime. And finally, they play around with their composition here. They get the nice poke in. They get the Equalizer, not to finalize anyone, but to make sure the HP bars are low enough so they can't pick up the fight. And then meanwhile, all that is happening. ZS with a beautiful flank coming in to finish it off completely, and they get
stage in from Elias. You've got the Spirit Visage for PZX. We're just waiting for Uniboy to be able to complete his as well so they can have everything. But now they are the ones forcing this fight. And PZX takes so much damage. He's forced to ult away, but it's immediately followed up by ZS. A huge punch over the wall to be able to take down the Baron Reheal. You're a bad spot, right, friend? It's a double kill for Seth. He is truly the boss right now.
And once again, it's just kind of a mixed call coming in from V5. You didn't have the mid lane priority. You opted into skirmish around anyway, trying to pick up some of this vision. And once again, you see what the composition of Ultra Prime is able to do. It's the fact that the members are being poked down by the Equalizer, by the Colin, by the ultimate coming out from 6. And then ZS once again in a flanking position where he's able to pick up the members. It's a mimic to them when they're able to just poke you down. You'll be walking through an Equalizer. You'll be walking through the poke of the 6. I'm not sure V5 wants to take this fight.
They are going to try to see if they can get it regardless. They've got the flash going over the wall, and look at the damage on the Uniboy. He's going to be able to survive a lot of it, but ZS, he is a huge man right there, standing in front of everybody. He's going to be the Stormbringer in from PZX, but now they got the burn on a reheal. He cannot take the Realm Warp away. He's killed off by the Tongue Lash. V5 members, they're split up once again. They've got a long lane. I feel like we've seen this before, Goldberg, with Abyssal Voyage coming in as well. Just how Bao wants to make sure that he can cut down the members of V5. They've got the Baron buff. They've got 3 dragons on their head, and UP, they don't even want to go back to base before they exert this lead.
Yeah, Baron did just run out though, so that should give V5 some extra breathing room, but at the same time, you didn't gain much looking at excelling that pressure with their composition, as we have already talked about. And here we go.
It could be the play that you were asking for. It's going to be the Mega Inferno buff, but that damage on a reheal, you're not tanky enough. And Xiao Xiao Bao, he's going to be able to cut him down with the Equalizer on top of 4 members to make sure that PZX has to flash away the burn in from the Flame Spitter. It's golden, they all are, but they're all dead upon arrival. It's a triple kill from Xiao Xiao Bao.
It just kind of felt like a Hail Mary at that point, and Kepler's still looking for it.
He's the one member who is yet to die on the side of V5. He's the one with the damage, but he is not enough to thwart Ultra Prime. They already got everyone that they truly want to, so they can take this Baron.
Yeah, the vision control is totally in their favor, but it is still low HP bars coming through, and Kepler still does a lot of damage on this Ezreal.
But can he 1v5 is the big question. The Mystic Shot! Oh, Kepler, I thought you had it. He's trying to see if he can get the members of Ultra Prime, but he just cannot pull off the miracle. Lead for Ultra Prime as well, 32.5 minutes into the game. V5, this is the miracle play. Uniboy is completely taken out of the equation by SMLC. Only 3 members now. PZX is so far away to try to be able to contest the soul, taken by the side of Ultra Prime. Kepler, he might die to his first death in this game as he tried to flash away, but he's punched to oblivion once more. In the coffin for V5 in this game 1.
Yeah, it most certainly should be. Baron off minions, we already talked about it. This is where the composition of Ultra Prime excels with the poke, with 6 and the turret taking ability, and with the Baron off minions coming through. I think this is the last push for them.
And look at the damage from Xiao Xiao Bao onto PZX. Again, he's supposed to be the tank, and he's already forced back underneath his fountain. They're getting chipped away. They try to see if they can final fight back against Ultra Prime, but they had nothing left. Game 1 picked up by UP.
Very tough as well, but SMLC, Matt Magical, when we started this day, you said you wanted spicy champions, you wanted something new, and you got it here with SMLC brand coming through here.
Ah, man,
crashed it, confirmed from V5. It's looking like they're able to push it back.
Xiao Xiao Bao had to flash away. The flash coming in from Juggut underneath the turret. It's going to be first blood picked up by Juggut. It's traded back for Xiao Xiao Bao. But V5, they might have changed out the junglers, but they did not change out the first 5-minute play.
And they can, even after this one, try and set up the jungle towards the blue side of the map if they want to, but it's looking like they're going for the dive.
Full dive, even with Juggut here, the showstopper, and they get the kill onto him. He wasn't the initial target. Uniboy was, but he dies. Double kill for Hacker.
And it all just came back with Ultra Prime. It's really paying its dividends right now.
And here they are trying to see if they can make a play elsewhere. Xiaoxi was a bit far out. He had the vision, but he dies to Uniboy. So it is going to be a little bit dragged back by V5 right around the dragon. I'd like to see them go for this objective, but instead they're pathing to try to see if they can contend against this Rift Herald take.
Yeah, the thing is, SMLC though, after he's cleared this wave, he does have TP. Xiaoxi just spawned as well, so we could have a longer extended skirmish around this if they're not breaking out and away from the objective immediately, and that's just Drake being started up from the posturing of V5 right now. It looks like they want to contest it though.
Oh no, instead they saw that Kepler's an easy target for a Hacker. What a call to realize they can burst him down, and now the damage, the poke for V5, it is gone.
Yeah, Hacker is looking to start an MVP performance for himself here. It's been like this since the early game, ever since he started the first counter jungling into the first dive, and now one-shotting enemy AD carries. Kepler felt like he was in a decent position after having finished the Divine Sundra, but that was not the case. And now on the other side, Rift Hell has been started, and it looks like Ultra Prime, they're not going to look to contest it.
But this is actually nice from V5. This is the answer I wanted before. When a play is made by Ultra Prime, try to take something else. Try to make sure that you're always going tit for tat. But only now, 15 minutes into the game, do they finally learn that lesson as they're losing towers. That's saying because V5, they're trying to chase down Ultra Prime, but TP in behind to make sure they can scare off these members of V5. The engage comes in with the Magnet Storm, but SMLC still alive. Here's the Pyroclasm getting a lot of damage with the Moonfall as well. They burst down Re-Heal. Uniboy, you might have respawned, but you're immediately dead. Elias trying to be able to see if he can draw back in the fight with the team, but he's just not going to be able to do it. He's taken down by Xiao Xiao Bao. Only Kepler now getting the little bit of damage onto these low health targets of Ultra Prime. We have seen this before, and poor Kepler is going to be able to do nothing to stop Ultra Prime from pushing again into their jungle.
Yeah.
Behind Ultra Prime, you're needing multiple of those mistakes. Right now, they just cannot rely on that. They're getting dove with a huge Moonfall combo. Man, nobody can survive there, even though they got Xiaoxi down. Jug God, he is trying to be able to get away. You can see the flank from Uniboy, but Uniboy, you're one against the world, and it is against ZS. You cannot fight him. He is the true boss. You have only stolen his title, and it's the ace for Ultra Prime.
I can kind of respect the fact that V5 was just like, you know what, let's just take the fight. Let's just see what happens. Let's just jam that puzzle piece into the puzzle and see if it fits. But, you know, big surprise, it didn't. And once again, Ultra Prime is just looking so damn strong here. It was ZS with the flank again. And I think he was actually spotted beforehand, but it still didn't scare away V5. They still wanted to go for the fight, and they paid for it immediately. With the set Diana rotation coming through, you saw the all-in there. Right, it's just beautifully layered. And there he is, ZS onto 3 people with the Arcane Shift coming in from Kepler. Easy for Hacker to just get in here. And as soon as this is down, I mean, this is the easiest team fight of your life as an AD carry, as Xiao Xiaobar in the background. Not much for you to do here.
Not at all. It's pretty much just getting free damage all the time after they kill Jug God 2. Uniboy, he was hoping to be able to get some retribution for the team, but really it is nothing that you have left in this tank. Nothing you really have to be able to stop the momentum that Ultra Prime have been able to pick up for themselves.
Yeah, they're just going to be burning as well. You take a look onto SMLC's inventory right now, and you realize, okay, that's Brand. He makes them burn. Okay, down in the bot lane of the map, they're just going to be looking to do the same towards the middle. The minion wave coming in from the top side as well.
Oh, that was just a guess there from Re-Heal. You can see with the control ward, they didn't actually know. He was just banking on the fact that SMLZ was there. We are willing to trade this dragon. It's not that critical for us. We can easily start taking mid lane with the dragon down to 50%. Hacker, he had the smite fight. He lost it out to Jug God, and now the backline. Uniboy is going to have a huge moonfall himself, but there's a lot of damage coming in from ZS, trying to see if they can keep SMLZ alive. But Xiao Xiao Bao, he wants to be able to end the game. The fight's still being won by Ultra Prime, even though ZS finally taken down by Elias. 2 members are still alive. Xiaoxi Hacker trying to be able to see if they can rejoin Xiao Xiao Bao with Kepler in the base. Xiaoxi taking a lot of the brunt of the damage coming in from Uniboy and Elias, and now Xiao Xiao Bao is here to help out, make sure that he can scare off the members. Diego trying to be able to fight back. He couldn't get anything back, and Uniboy is burning. Double kill comes in from this Lucian with Kepler on the wings, waiting to see if he can poke out the members. Spot out with the blue trinket. He keeps the game just barely going. From the members of V5 where they are positioned, nobody is going to try to see if they can contest the purple worm being picked up by Ultra Prime. In the chaos, make sure they can get a clean 2-0 over V5. Re-Heal had to flash away, but instead it's Jug God. He keeps dying when others are the ones that they had targeted in the first place. And Ultra Prime get the 2-0 to make sure they are at the top of the bottom.
And there we go. It's finally finished.